Pranam Sadhguruji. I want to ask one question only. How to find my spiritual guru?
Why should I tell you?
You are the only person can answer this.
Then I think you answered your question. If you can wait for the microphone, take the microphone.
Good evening, Sadhguruji.
Where are you? Where are you? Okay.
What according to you is the greatest lesson that you have learned till today from your life?
I don't learn anything, huh? Really. I'm quite incorrigible. I don't learn anything. I see everything just the way it is. I don't learn anything, because learning means making some conclusions and keeping it in your goodie bag to use it somewhere else. No, I don't want to use anything, because I have my faculties on. If tomorrow's situation or the next moment's situation is different from everything that's ever happened, I will still be at home with it because I don't go with my learnings. I have not learned anything from this life. I'm just living this life absolutely fully, knowing fully well, next moment can be entirely different from anything that's happened till now. If you have goodie bag full of learnings, suppose tomorrow's situation is very different from yesterday, what are you going to do with this stupid goodie bag? So don't carry the past with you. I know everybody is telling you, you must learn all the time, learn all the time. Well, if you are learning engineering or mathematics or science, please learn. But life, you just have to live, you don't have to learn. And anyway, let me tell you this, whether you learned or you did not learn, anyway in the end you shall pass. Please take the microphone, whoever.
Namaskar, Sadhguru. My question is that if
you can move.
If knowing the ultimate is our the topmost thing which we can do, okay, and for that if yoga is the only way, okay, and for yoga if my clarity of mind or my longing to that is the thing which can makes the thing works. And for me, everything is going like in a circle. Means I don't know…
Yeah, you don't have to worry, even the planet is doing the same thing.
Means where to start and how to start, and means if there is no longing, then there is no yoga. If there is no clarity, there is no longing. Means…
What is this?
means everything is in a confusion.
No, you're just making equations which cannot be equated.
Yes, then means how to solve that equation?
If I hang you upside down from the ceiling, would you want to come out of it after some time?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Just today, switch off your phone next 24 hours, okay? Don't talk to anybody, just go sit on the beach. Don't look here and there, don't look at the local girls who may be on the beach. Just simply sit there. And after some time, initially you will enjoy the scenery, after some time, life will bother you, simply. Nothing need to happen, simply it'll bother you. Allow it to bother you sufficiently, it'll bother you and freak you to such a place. Most people are busy texting not because they have something to say, just to dodge the bothering. They're bothering somebody else. If you simply sit there, you will see you're actually hanging upside down. in this universe without knowing a damn thing. When it bothers you enough, you naturally become a seeker. You want to know. When you want to know, please come, I'm there. Please, you must take the microphone, whoever.
Good evening, Sadhguruji. Here.
Mama, microphone.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Good evening, Sadhguruji. I have a question. A person has manifold interests in his life. Now, if one person tries to pursue one interest and the other interest deviates that person from pursuing that interest, so how to do a balance or strike a balance between pursuing manifold interests?
If you sit in one place and don't do the both, then you will be in balance. What is this? Is it true that right now that you're sitting here, for whatever reason, you can't be in a cinema theater right now? Or can you be? You've been watching something on the phone? No. So you're listening to me, so you can't be in the cinema theater. If you're in the cinema theater, you can't be on the beach. If you're on the beach, you can't be somewhere else. This is not just for you, this is for everybody, isn't it? Hello? But if you pursue any one thing with absoluteness, everything else is included in that one thing. You don't have to do many things. If you do one thing absolutely, you will see it contains the whole life in it. Tell me one thing which is exclusive of the other. If you become absolutely involved with something, you will see it includes everything in it, just about anything. This is what mysticism means. Kabir is a weaver, just weaving cloth, he realizes things. Somebody just sweeping the floor realizes things. Because absolute involvement is what is missing right now. Now you're already thinking, if I do this, if I go west, I can't go east, if I go east, I can't go west. So what will you do? You will not go anywhere, sit here and think about this and that endlessly. That is just psychological drama, nothing happens. So whatever, it's not about what you do, whatever nonsense you do, if you do it with absolute involvement, that becomes an all-inclusive, tremendous divine possibility.
Namaskar, Sadhguru.
Where are you, sir? Okay. Yes, you can speak, please.
Can meditation and yogis and evolved people like you help mentally challenged people? I mean, people who have certain mental illnesses. You having known yoga and meditation can't, apart from the medical science that the
No, please, if you just stick to the question.
yeah, apart from the medical science, can meditation and yoga be an alternative or an additive,
Okay, fine.
complementary form
Got
of help for such people?
Yes. When we talk about somebody being mentally challenged, on a lighter vein, everybody is mentally challenged in some way. No, please. But when somebody has a situation which has gone beyond a certain point where it's become painful both for them and everybody around them, that is when we label it as mentally challenged. You're mentally challenged, but you're okay, you're managing yourself, then we say you're normal. But you're challenged to such a place where it's become painful both for you and for people around you. Now, this is not something that we can do on standard prescription right here, because as every human being who is here, nobody is mentally same or physically same. It's a unique body and a unique mind. So there is no one common prescription for all these problems that human beings may face. Somebody may be so by birth, somebody may be so because of genetic reasons, somebody may be so because of situational pressures. We don't know how they've gotten into that place. So saying something general and saying, okay, this is the solution is going to be irresponsible. But if it is because of situations that people have become mentally disturbed or broken, definitely with yoga and meditation we can fix it. But if it is because of pathological reasons, then medication may be must. Because your chemistry may be so volatile that it can't be just fixed like that. But once people go on the required medicine, then working with them, if they are willing. We have helped thousands of people like this. Some have completely come off medication and become normal. Some are moved from severe medication to more milder doses of medication and managing themselves. There is no one magic wand for this. It all depends on variety of factors. I don't think anybody has figured all the factors. Many times we hit that lucky spot when for somebody miraculously it works, but another person just doesn't respond. This is my experience. I have seen hundreds of people coming out of such situations miraculously by doing simple processes. At the same time, some simple problem somebody has, do what you want, they will not come out of it. There are various factors involved in this. But if somebody is already on medication, it is good to try to balance the system with the right kind of practices. It will definitely assist. One thing I can tell you, definitely, very easily with little bit of work, 25 to 50% of the medication can be brought down, which itself is a great help for that person. That much can be done, but we need special circumstances to handle such people. We can't handle them among common people, it may be too much pressure for the ordinary people and for them to be in those situations. That is the challenge, can we create that ideal situation needed for that particular person? That itself is a very big challenge which most of the time we are not able to create. So, if there is such a situation, it's best that complete detail of what is the situation is written down. Accordingly, we can take a judgment whether it is possible to help them or not.
Sadhguru, I'm going to ask Disha to come on stage because there may be one or two questions from the media that she'll facilitate, not more than 10 minutes.
All right, well, we'll quickly just take a couple of questions from the media if there's any. From the media, if there are any questions, because we have a time constraint here. Yes, sir?
We have 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, Your Honor. Your Honor.
Okay, please speak, it's all right.
Hello.
Your Honor, what is the difference between Brahman and Athma? Forget this Param Brahma and Paramatma, but what is the difference between Brahman and Athma? Number one question. And number two question is…
One question. So there's so many waiting, we'll have to take one question from you.
About
Thank you.
Satya Sai Baba.
Okay. I am not given to comment on any individual, so let's leave the second question. And Atma is A of life, Brahman is a B of life. I'm not trying to belittle the question, I want you to understand. In the name of spirituality, what has happened to most people is, they have just enhanced their vocabulary. This is a consequence of living in a culture where there used to be thousands of enlightened beings in every generation at one time. Because of that, all these words became common conversation in the society. But since then that has receded, the significance of those words are gone, but the words are still floating around in the society and in the languages that we use. Let us go with this. You exist, You exist, that's a reality. You don't know whether Atman exists or not. You as a person exist, you as a life exists. You don't know whether Brahman exists or not, but you know there is a larger creation. You're just a small happening in this creation. Now, the longing of the human being is, because our intelligence has come to a certain place, if we were like any other creature, stomach full we would be settled. Now that we've become human, stomach empty, only one problem, stomach full, 100 problems. Not only of life here, we even want to know Brahman. But do not enhance your vocabulary, because enhancement of vocabulary will keep you in deception for a lifetime. Don't use those big words. You are there, so much is there. You don't know the nature of this, so there is no way to know the nature of that. And the reality is this right now. You don't even know if there is a world there. You don't even know if there is a universe. You only know it the way it happens within you, isn't it? Right now you think you're seeing me, but the fact of the matter is, this light is falling upon me, reflecting, going through your lenses, inverted image in the retina, everything is happening within you, that's how you know. So you only know what's happening within you. Today technologies have come where instead of projecting something on the screen like this, they can project it into your retina, okay? Multiple projectors which will project it into your retina, and it's real. If you know, kids are wearing glasses and going through the Samsung phone, if you put it on, it's a full 3D experience. It's more real than the real. So, what you know as reality is just the way it's projected in your mental scape. So let us just focus on this one thing that we know, because we can only work with what is on our hands. We cannot work with what's on our minds. We can only work with what's on our hands. What's on our hands is a life. There is a life here. To know the nature of this life, because it is the way this life is experiencing, we are knowing everything. So what is the nature of this life if you know, you actually know the entire universe by inference, because you know the way this experience is being created. So just you is enough. Don't create another guy called Atman, because once you create Atman, then you will create ego, then you will create another thing. If there is more than one person in your body right now, this means you're either schizophrenic or possessed. But I am not a psychiatrist, nor am an exorcist, so I already said…
Sorry, we'll just have to… you'll just have to be satisfied with that one answer. Thank you so
No,
much.
I answered the question, I don't wish to comment about somebody else.
Yes, sir. All right, do we take one last question from the media, if there's a question from the media? One last question, yes.
Only if you're media, you raise your hand.
Yes, if you're from the media, raise your hands and we can take one last question.
No, the media is silent, that's good.
All right, none from the media. Are you from the media, sir? From which organization are you from? Kanak News? All right, we'll just take one question. Sir, you can have the mic, sir. Yes.
Sir, do you have any plan to spread your these religious things or your foundation works in Odisha?
That's typically a journalist question, sir.
Anyway, I don't have any intention of spreading my own religion to anybody because I don't have one. I think I am in Odisha right now. You are the media. If you think it's valuable, you must spread it.
ஆசையெல்லாம்